Hello! I didn't see you there. Hi everyone, this is my cashmere scarf that I got from the fabric market. Isn't it wonderful? It's so warm and so soft. Feel it. No, you can't feel it. You can't feel it. Anyway, super cold here, and my scarf that I currently am sitting on is not that warm. But this one is super warm. And I got it for approximately 10 American dollars instead of a lot. And it says cashmere. I don't know if that means it's cashmere for reals, but it says it is, so I'm going to pretend it is. I have my night makeup on because I'm going out in approximately several minutes. That was me looking at the clock. Okay. I don't know. I had my first test and it was impossible and it was very, very difficult. And I actually didn't do too bad. I thought I did a lot worse than I actually did. I think they're very lenient, or I'm just better at Chinese than I thought that I was. I have to do a little bit more with recitation, which means I need to start studying a little more ahead of time. But other than that, this video is going to be dedicated to food in China. Food in China, because I really haven't talked about food that much. But, I mean, if China were a fast food restaurant, I think if they would ask you, like, what would you want, it would be, would you like carbs with your carbs? With your carbs? With your carbs? Would you like more carbs or less? Would you supersize your carbs? Because all I'm eating is carbs. Carbs. They're delicious, but, like, I don't know. What's delicious? I've had about a bajillion types of dumplings. And there's, like, these soup dumplings. They're maybe about that big. And they have a little hole in the top, and you literally have a straw in them, and you like sip the soup out, and then you eat them. And there's dumplings that Shanghai is actually very famous for. They're called xiaolongbao, and xiao is small, and longbao is something in Chinese that I don't know what it means. You thought I was gonna tell you there for a minute, and I didn't. And then I had another very traditional dumpling. It's very much like xiaolongbao, but it's bigger. And it's filled with meat, and it has like sesame seeds on top. And those are very delicious. So lots of dumplings here. And what else? I had hot pot. Hot pot is a really big thing. It comes in a kind of pot, and there's a little what are those called? The things that you light on fire. I don't know, it basically cooks in front of you with like vegetables, and you can get different kinds of meat in there, and you put an egg in, and it cooks that, and it's super good and super tasty. But a lot of stuff here is swimming in oil and grease and fried. And I learned today in my class that 2% of all lamb kebabs on the streets are actually cat. It's a good thing that I do not eat street lamb kebabs ever. And that I never will now, because I like kitties. We also have these pancake things on the street. Did I tell you about the pancake thing? Anyway, it's food video, so I'm going to tell you about it again anyway. The flour and water thing, grill it up, mix it up, stick an egg on the bottom, and then you can put bacon in it, sometimes cheese, questionable looking ham, and then some kind of sauce. And that's really good. And the first part of that thing is a character for hand, and that's, it makes sense because you eat it with your hand, and people call them like pancakes or Chinese breakfast burritos because of the egg in them. So yeah, they're quite delicious. I'm gonna be a gypsy. I'm a gypsy for a minute. I'm a gypsy. What else do I eat? Oh, we found a really cool soup place that we all go to every day now. And you can pick all the ingredients that you want. And then you pick all the spices for your broth. And you, of course, get dumplings in it. And then you kind of rice noodle and tofu and questionable looking meats. And I went to this Japanese restaurant, which is really, really cool. And I saw a bunch of people coming out. And I'm like, why are they playing with their shoes? And apparently, I did not know this, but you had to take your shoes off And you went in there. And I was just really lucky that I wore matching socks. And so you took shoes off and you went in, like, you got your own room, and, like, there were mats on the floor, and then there was, like, you sat at the table, and it went, like, under the table, and your feet went under the table, and I ate sea urchin. Yeah, so that's a cool thing that I've eaten. Never had sea urchin before, and yeah, if you don't like fish, definitely never eat sea urchin. It's very super, super fishy. It's kind of disgusting if you don't like fish. So, yes, I have had a variety of delicious foods, and I'm pretty sure I have bubble tea every single day. I have some up there, but I'm too lazy to go up and get it. I need to stop drinking bubble tea because I feel like it's not good for me. But it's so tasty, and that's why I think it's not good for me, because it tastes so good. I really thought this food video was going to be longer. Oh, my roommate gave me this stuff from her. She lives in Hangzhou, that's where she's from. And they have all these traditional foods. And actually, we're taking a drunk bus to Hangzhou this weekend. It's a party bus. And okay, that's really all of my story for that. But she always gives me food all the time, and she gave me this lotus root, and you have to, like, be very, like, careful. You pour a little bit of hot water, and you, like, mix it up, pour a little bit more, mix it up, and then you pour a lot, and you mix it up really, really fast, and it has this, like, super, super, it's like a paste, and it's very sweet, and you kind of, like, you can't sip it because it's kind of thick, but it's gooey and sweet and delicious. And she also gave me this it's like a green tea cake, but it's kind of flaky, and I literally, the first bite I took of it, I was like, this tastes exactly like peanut butter. And she was like, what's peanut butter? I'm like, what do you mean, what's peanut butter? Like, are you serious? And then her friend was just like, what's peanut butter? And they're eating it, and I'm eating it, and I'm trying to explain a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and sounding super freaking American, and then try and figure out a place where I can get peanut butter to make them a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And then they realize what peanut butter is, and then they tell me they don't like it. And I'm like, well, how can you not like it? Because it tastes just like this. So I'm going to make them peanut butter and jelly sandwich once I find where peanut butter and jelly is. So yeah, that is the food that I've had while here in China. And I've been to some pretty baller restaurants. Oh, I went to this bar, and it overlooked the Bund. It's called New Heights. And it was so cool. It was quite beautiful. There were fresh orchids on the tables, and I wanted to take all of them, but then I thought that might be a little bit inappropriate. Yeah. So yeah. Gonna go out, get some free sangria, relax a little bit, and going back to Tianzifang, going back to the Penn State Alumni's bar tomorrow. There's gonna be a burger eating contest. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to steal someone's burger because I'm not down to try to stuff my face with red meat right now. And then I think next weekend or the weekend after that, we have a trip to Hangzhou. And on my week-long trip, I'm going to go down to Hong Kong. Yay! Going to Hong Kong. Got I think, hopefully, being approved for another entry for my visa. Got the documents over there, shelling out 900 mows, to get this, to go down to Hong Kong. I have a friend whose family lives in Guam, and we might go down to Guam for a couple days as well, if everything works out fine. Taking the train down there, 18-hour train ride, but it's better than paying an arm and a leg for a flight, so I don't know. I'll tell you how that goes, but I love all of you, and I'll speak to you soon. And again, send me videos if you want to. Also, next week I have to go to KTV, which is the karaoke place, and I have to sing a song in Chinese by myself, and I will sing it for you once I learn it. So, look forward to that. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Also, Megan, if you're watching this, happy birthday! And I hope you have... Okay, I'll sing you happy birthday in Chinese. 你的生日快乐，你的生日快乐，你的... No, I don't know that part. Na 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 na. 你的生日快乐. Yay! Okay, I love you. Bye, everyone.